Hey everyone, today we are kicking it with Mr. Omar Gonzalez, fresh back from the national team and the World Cup. Pleasure to be sitting with you.
Likewise.
I know you're happy to be back in the USA.
Of course.
I have to say, on behalf of all the fans, I know a lot of people don't get to say this to your face, a lot of people saying it on Twitter, but we are so proud of you. And I hope that doesn't sound funny, but I think people just want to relay the way you wear the jersey, the way you wear the flag was amazing. So congratulations for all of that.
Thank you, and of course I just want to thank all the fans and everyone who was here back home cheering us on, because the love was really felt while we were down there, and definitely made us work harder on the field and helped us. So to see that kind of passion back here at home just made the whole experience that much better.
How do you describe the entire experience as a whole? I know there were so many dimensions to it.
The entire experience, from camp to the World Cup, from not starting to starting, I think it was a roller coaster, but I didn't know what the next turn was going to be, but I knew one thing was that I was going to be on it, and so I just had to manage each moment and just enjoy the process. I think that was the main thing for me, and there were times I think there were low points, and there were also some high points, but the one thing for sure is that it was a dream come true for myself and my family to be able to fly my parents down there and see all their hard work while we were young. Beef or something was just amazing feeling for me, and just being involved in that kind of journey that we had, getting out of the group and giving it everything against Belgium was the best experience of my life, for sure.
You talk about being able to manage yourself, and oftentimes there's so much going on that you kind of have to take a step back and look at where you are. You're not starting, then you go to starting. So how does your mindset change during that period?
Yeah, just getting myself mentally prepared to step on the field was pretty hard. Considering that before the Germany game, I hadn't played a 90-minute game for 2 months. Having the injury with my knee, and people don't realize how hard I worked to get fit enough to play in a World Cup, and I gave it my everything for those 2 months. I mean, I put everything I had to represent the U.S. and so I just really hope people can appreciate that.
Now coming back to MLS, obviously there's a major difference just in terms of who you're playing with and what you're doing, but what do you want for this second half with this Galaxy team?
This is when the fun happens. I haven't played that many games this year, with my injury being out, the bye weeks, Champions League and all that stuff, so I'm looking forward to a great second half of the year for all of us. I think we're all hungry. We can expect better from ourselves, and we know that we have a very talented team, we have a good team, and we're always going to be contenders to win this whole thing. So I want to do everything in my power to bring some leadership into this team, help out Landon and Robbie, and start winning some more games.
When you look at the way U.S. soccer fans were able to rally around this team and the way it's kind of changed a lot of perspectives of soccer fans in America, how do you see that changing moving forward and the way that affects MLS?
The way that I see everything that happened in Brazil and fans' perspective of soccer changing in a matter of a few weeks, it's going to be instrumental to the way the league continues to grow. I think in the way that we showed ourselves in Brazil, the passion that we had, how hard we worked, how talented our group is, it could inspire some young kids around the U.S. and they can look to becoming the next whoever on our team, Clint, Landon, Fabian, just to name a few. But we need this because we want kids to start saying, hey, I want to be a professional soccer player one day. I want to be in a World Cup one day. And that's a way to continue to grow this league. And, the fan support is going to continue to grow. And it's going to be amazing to see what MLS is going to be in a few years.
All right, Omar, I want to transition to some of the fun stuff because you've been doing a lot of fun stuff lately. You put a poll up for fans to decide what haircut you were going to get when your hair was long. What made you decide to do that?
No, well, we were in the grind of camp, having 4 days, and I was getting tired of, taking showers and having to deal with my hair. So I figured, what's a fun way I could get the fans involved, and because it was pretty hard just staying so focused and working so hard. So I wanted to find a fun way to just get some downtime, relax, and just get the fans involved. And that's something that I did. And I think the fans enjoyed playing a role in that. And I almost ended up with the mullet, but
I don't know how that would have worked.
It would have looked good.
Probably would not have loved it.
It probably would have looked good. I don't know.
I think I'm better with this. ESPN body issue. Let's talk about that.
Yeah. Do you like it?
It was great.
Your fiance's watching. I don't know. Watch out.
How was it? Was it awkward?
It was awkward for like a few seconds. Pretty funny. They wanted me in this jock strap first, just to get a little comfortable. So my front was covered, but my back wasn't. And then they wanted me to jump and do these side volleys, and I'm like, no chance. I'm not gonna practice doing this. So I just decided to strip completely naked and just go with the flow, and ended up being a very cool experience. I'm happy that I did it. Just hope it gets good reception with the fans.
Did you expect to be able to do something like that? I mean, that's kind of a prestigious thing in the world of sports for people to respect your body in that way and see you in such a different light. Did you ever see that for yourself?
I never saw that coming.
Yeah.
I never would have thought that I would be chosen to be naked in some magazine. The body issue, I have other people in mind, who are much fitter than me, but it was really fun, and I'm happy that I was able to do it, and sharing some of the pages with some other amazing athletes.
I have some Twitter questions for you from some of the fans, from your fans. Deneen Motero says, how does playing in the World Cup compare with winning the MLS Cup?
I think they're two different things. Winning MLS Cup is, something that you spend a whole season trying to accomplish, and the World Cup is, you got a month to play in this tournament, and I think my dream of playing in a World Cup was long before MLS. So it was a dream come true. But I mean, winning a MLS Cup was an amazing experience as well. I mean, the challenges that you face throughout a season, the ups and downs, I mean, they both in their own respect are amazing feelings.
Yeah, all bucket list moments. So you can't even compare them.
No,
it's just like you're happy to have all these experiences.
I'm trying to find the words for both, and it's it's just pretty hard.
Yeah, sometimes it's just the feeling you get when you do it. Not that I've won an MLS Cup or anything, but. No. Manuel Shavira, this is the last question. What was your most memorable play at the World Cup?
I think my most memorable play in the World Cup had to be in the Germany game. When I tracked back and I stopped Ozil from scoring the goal on the top of the six. I remember that play kind of where I'm just seeing the ball about to get crossed and I'm really far away, and I'm like, man, I got to get to this ball. There's no one else there, and it was like a split-second decision whether or not I was gonna bust my butt to get to that ball, and it really happened without thinking. It was just like instinct, and I just reacted and was able to stop that goal. So that's one play that I was really happy with.
That's awesome. Thank you. Welcome
back.
Thank you.
Appreciate that.